good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day this video finds you. It's boy Jay here, and we're back at it again with some builds that you should consider heading into Sunbreak. And today's weapon of focus is gonna be, you already see that big old fat blicky, the Heavy Bowgun, alright? Yes, we're gonna be talking about Heavy Bowgun today, and I've unlocked my community tab. Some of you who may have already seen some of the polls coming through, so henceforth I'll be using polls. So you guys vote on the next video you want me to make, the next weapon you want me to focus on when it comes to builds heading into Sunbreak. But that's enough talking. Let's jump right in. But before I jump in, make sure you subscribe and like down below so that, we keep it popping and, there's a larger pool of people to vote on the next video. But let's get into it. Rajang, the Rajang HBG. Alright, first off, let me just say, I am not a super heavy bowgunner, okay? Like, heavy bowgun is among the least used weapons in Rise for me so far. But you guys voted. I got a vote for heavy bowgun last time, and I was like, alright, fine, I'll do it. And I used, this whole week as a learning experience. So yeah, Rajang's Rage comes with a fat 3-slot. Let's take a look at these ammos, right? Sticky 1, 2, and 3, 5 clips of each. That's the yes, this is the sticky blicky, baby. This is the sticky blicky. Also comes with a wyvern ammo. Like me some wyvern ammo. 2 paralysis 2s. You're gonna get a paralysis proc, and then after your paralysis proc, you can go right into some sticky 3 action. Pretty good shrapnel for rampage if you want to do all that. I mean, it comes with spread 2 and normal, but we didn't really build for that. But the sticky and clusters, especially if you're hunting solo, the stickies and the clusters are going to be the main attraction here. This is a sticky build through and through, okay? Sticky blicky. That's what we're here for, alright? So, yeah, and then building for a bowgun is just way different. So Heavy Bowgun, I played it sometime early last week, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't do this. Heavy Bowgun is just too slow. I mean, these monsters are so fast. I can't do it. However, it was brought to my attention that Evade Extender should change my mind, and they're right. Every single talisman you see today is going to be this one right here, okay? It is what it is. I got an Evade Extender 3, 5 Resistance 2, which is kind of leftovers. And then I got a 3-slot and a 1-slot. Like, oh my god. I wanted Max EE. Here it is. And I get a 3-slot, so this charm is really flexible when it comes to heavy bowguns, because a lot of them need 3-slot decos to really up the shot type that you're focusing on for that build. In this one, it's sticky, so I wanted more ammo. I wanted bigger sticky clips, because there isn't a sticky up gem or skill. I think you just eat like Bombardier and Pyro and all that. But yeah, so I went with ammo up so that I have bigger clip sizes in my sticky, so I can reload less. You feel me? But yeah, every single talisman for these builds is going to be this one right here. My advice to you, if you don't have the God Luck charm, just get your best Evade Extender talisman in here. And you can use armor pieces to get what you need out of it. But Evade Extender is, oh my lord, a must when playing HBG. That fat roll feel worse than Elden Ring fat roll. Oh my lord. Put on the Evade Extender, please. Okay, if you're not gonna run Evade Extender, I recommend modding your Heavy Bowgun for shield so that you don't get hit as much, because you ain't gonna be moving. Like, it's a heavy bowgun, okay? I'm also a little under the weather, so if I stop to cough or clear my throat a lot, there's that. I do apologize for it, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, let's get into it. So Utsushi Mask, I brought this because it has 2 spare shot off the rip, and then I gemmed in a reload speed. So like spare shot, let's when I have max spare shot on this, but I think like there's a 30% chance that the shot that I just shot just doesn't consume a bullet. So the 5 clip stickies have a chance to become something crazy like 7, 8, 9 clip sticky. You know what I'm saying? You could just right, and then you see the little proc in the corner. Spare shot is activated. Spare shot is activated, and they can activate 2-3 times on the same shot. I've had 1 bullet left in the clip for like 4 shots in a row. Sometimes you need spare shot because sticky is expensive. You're gonna be using a lot of mats to recreate, to recraft your sticky 3 bullets. Please, spare shot is a must, and Utsushi mask is the way to go. Yeah, up next we got the Vike mail, right, for the 3-2-1 slot. I threw on ammo wep, spare shot, I finished that up, and then reload speed to get the reload speed down. So yeah, I got my reload speed down the fastest, got my recoil to low, and got my deviation to none. Usually this gun has, I think it has like severe deviation, and it's like average recoil, but a lot of that stuff is 1 slot decos, right? So instead of stuff like speed sharpening, instead of stuff like speed sharpening or maybe steadfast jewels or defense up jewels like I've been advocating for this entire series, you're gonna be using those 1 slots to get your bowgun to function as good as possible, right? Little to no deviation, low recoil, and quick reload, so that you could just bust the caps, bust caps. You feel me? Up next, Rakna-Kadaki braces. Okay, Rakna-Kadaki braces comes with artillery 2, and then I gemmed in the last piece of artillery. And artillery boosts sticky ammo damage, right? And that's what this build is focused on. So we want the sticky blicky damage to go crazy. Threw on a reload speed and then 1 slot. Angel coil is here, still alive. Yep, you know how much I love the Anjanth coil. It's in hella builds already, but I love it. It's got great slots. It's got good attack boost. I used the 2 1 slots to do 2 steadiness to get all my steadiness. So that's how I got my my deviation down to 0. And then I threw on another attack boost, right? And then Mosgarl comes with 2 recoil down. So yeah, and I don't think there's a gem for recoil down. I don't remember. I think there is, but recoil down 2, threw on an attack boost because it's got a 2 and a 1, and then I put on flinch free just so I can be hit, when I take it to multiplayer. And then of course I threw on ammo wep and flinch free in my talisman, right? So let's look at the chart. Oh yeah, so attack boost 4, I specifically went for 4 so I can get that 5% bonus on the blicky. And the blicky, let's talk about this blicky right now. So it's at 458, right? But with the power barrel, I think it goes up to like, or 458, what am I saying? 258. But with the power barrel, it goes up to like 274 attack. So like any percent boost is gonna be massive. I mean, what is it? 5% of 270 is gonna be something like 13.5. Another 13.5 raw. It's going crazy. Another 13.5 raw, plus the 7 on top, so 20. Basically 20 extra raw for attack boost level 4. And your sticky shots are based on raw damage. So yeah, and then you eat for bombardier and pyro and the other skills that up your damage, and the sticky fires go crazy. I've already explained my spare shot so that your clip sizes, even though they're 5, sometimes you can get 6, 7, 8, 10 shots out of a single clip because spare shot just keeps on procking. Artillery, we want the sticky damage up. Get artillery to max. Ammo wep, so that you got fat clips, you got dummy big clips, banana clips, man. Let Chiquita speak, as Lil Wayne said. You know what I'm saying? Reload speed, so that you can shoot more, and it doesn't take forever to reload. You're not stuck in an animation. Like I said, Heavy Bowgun already has mobility problems, but that's also why I brought Evade Extender 3, and I got all of that from my charm. Praise be to RN Jesus who let me have this charm. Razor Sharp 2 is leftovers. Recoil down, so that I can get the recoil down. Steadiness, so that there's no deviation. So like bowguns, Some of them come with like a deviation. When you shoot the bullet, it might do this, yeep, right, like a curveball in baseball or something, or you know, it'll say left or right severe or up and down. Get your steadiness on so that there's none, so that when you point the thing at the thing, you shoot the thing. You feel me? And you ain't gotta account for like your bullets doing all this action. Just steadiness. It's single slot jewels. Don't even worry about it. Fire resistance is left over from the charm. Flinch free, just so I can bring it online. And Wire Bug Whisperer is leftovers from the Itsushi helmet, right? So that's gonna be the sticky blicky build. Let me go to stats so you guys can see my raw attack. Almost 300 raw attack. It goes crazy. And then like the negative 20 affinity does not matter when you run stickies. Stickies can't crit, so doesn't matter, right? So that's gonna be the sticky blicky build. Let's move on to the next build. God, these arms are so ugly. But I turned off my layered armor just so you guys can like see, you know, actually see what I'm wearing. Does that make sense? And it should make it a bit more clear as to what you're looking at. So up next, the Arachna Mortar. Let's get posed up. Let's get posed up, and then I'll talk to y'all about this one and why I picked it. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. We posed up, baby. We posed up. Ooh, that might be the thumbnail, boy. It's looking good. Ooh. Okay. So, oops. I didn't mean to do that. So, I meant to push plus, not home. Let's do it. Let's get into it. So, 244, 40% affinity. This gun, I love this gun, right? Let's take a look at the gun. 223 attack. I got the power barrel on it. I do have the power barrel on it. The attack's not usually that high, but 40% affinity, and then it's got a 2 slot and 2 1 slots. Okay, so yeah, it's going crazy. Like, you see what's going on. The Itsushi mask is back again because of the spare shot, but this time I got recoil down gemmed on it. And then the Vike mail is also back here, but this time in the 3 slot we put a pierce up one and rounded out the rest of spare shot, and then put 1 slot on reload speed. Valstrax braces are here because Wex, baby, and I got a tenderizer jewel in there. No, I don't. I have a crit boost jewel, not a tenderizer jewel. The tenderizer jewel comes later. I got a crit boost jewel in there because this build is your 100% crit build. You guys know I love 100% crit builds. I got one of them in every weapon so far that I've talked about, and Heavy Bowgun is no different. 100% crit. So then this has the tenderizer jewel for the weakness exploit. It's the Angie coil. Y'all know I love it. And then I put on a steadiness and a reload speed as well. And then the Kushala Cruise is here. Why? Because it comes with Pierce Up. So in between this and then, oh yeah, let me talk about the talisman. So like I said, EE3, fire resistance 2, but this time I put Pierce Up. I gemmed in Pierce Up and recoil down. So we got 1 Pierce Up, 2 Pierce Up, 3 Pierce Up. Boom, we got max Pierce Up on the Arachna Mortar. And then we've got 50% more affinity on a weak spot when you shoot it, which, don't get me wrong, it's good, but because the focus here is going to be Pierce, right? This is a Pierce build. Take a look at the Pierce ammo action. So we got 5 Pierce 1s, 5 Pierce 2s, and 3 Pierce 3s that we have here, right? So, and then we also got piercing fire ammo if that's something you want to do. But yeah, and knowing that Heavy Bowgun is going to get Setting Sun and some sort of siege mode, right? Like crouching fire, that's it. I think this type of build, it's gonna live on real strong. Like you know, with Heavy Bowgun, it's all been about sticky with Heavy Bowguns. Heavy Bowguns have been better at sticky, and light bowguns with the rapid have been better at pierce. However, that may change with Setting Sun plus crouching fire, because I mean, this thing does work. If you're hitting weak points, you're at 90% affinity. 90% affinity because Wex is 50, and then the Arachna Mortar comes with 40% already with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, This build is all about the sticky. I mean, it's sticky. It's all about the pierce, and it's not bad right now. Like, you can hunt with it. It's pretty good. But if you want to go pierce, you should go light bowgun until Sunbreak drops, right? But that's what this is all about. This is forward thinking. We're thinking about the future, baby. And now that we know Setting Sun and Crouching Fire exist, depending on how Crouching Fire consumes ammo, it's gonna go crazy with the extra pierce up ticks and it being almost 100% affinity when you hit weak spots, right? So let's look at the chart view. Max Wex, max spare shot, so that, like I said, even though it's only a 3 clip pierce 3, you're gonna be getting 4, 5, 6 shots out of that pretty often, because spare shot's gonna keep on procking. It procs 20% of the time, which is 1 in every 5 bullets. So you're gonna be shooting. It's almost like you got 4, 4.5 in a clip as opposed to 3, right? And then if it activates while you're doing Crouching Fire, depending on how that uses ammo, it's gonna be crazy. So that's why I've got it here on this build. Pierce up 3 because I want to do crazy damage with the piercing, right? Reload speed 3, evade extender 3 for the mobility, which we've already talked about. Attack boost 2 is kind of leftovers from the Angie coil. And being honest, I probably could get a better coil for this build, but Angie worked for my needs. You know what I mean? I needed another 2 slot. It has a 2 slot on it, and attack boost. I mean, it's attack plus 6. It's not the craziest boost. I don't have a % boost, but you know, it still counts, right? Razor sharp is leftovers from the helmet, you know, because it has razor sharp or spare shot, right? One is the blade master, one is the gunner skill, right? Leftovers. Recoil down is up to level 2, just so I can get my recoil down to, you know, nothing almost. That way I can just keep on blasting the pierces. Fire res is leftovers from the talisman. Stun res, I actually had extra. I didn't need to bring down any more steadiness or get rid of any more recoil or increase my reload speed, so I was like, cool, let's just run stun res just in case I get slapped up a bit. Threw on a crit boost just so I can get a little bit more damage from the 90% crit that I'm gonna get through weak points. And then handicraft is leftover from the Kushala boots. And then of course we got steadiness, Kushala blessing. This is leftovers. This is leftovers. The rest of this is just leftovers. You know, just comes with some of the pieces that I've selected to use. So yeah, this is gonna be the Crouching Fire, Setting Sun, Pierce build. I mean, for that first level of master rank, I think this build is gonna go absolutely nuts if you have the materials and the patience to use, you know, Heavy Bowgun. You know, it'll let you stay away from the monster because you've got the EE3. You can roll all over the place, get away, and really observe these new monsters. And even some of the old monsters will have new master rank moves. So while still being able to do a decent amount of damage and go crazy with the Crouching Fire and the Setting Sun. So yeah, that's what this is about. That's what this is about. Moving on to the next build. Now, excuse me. I have a surprise for you guys. Usually I do 3 builds in these videos, but this time I kind of have a maybe. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go over this real fast. I'm not gonna go as in depth with it. I mainly want to talk about the gun, to be honest. And this is the Narwa gun, right? Now, the reason why I picked up this Narwa gun, let's go to, yeah, Abyssal Storm Barrage. The reason I picked up this gun, so let's look at this ammo. Comes with Pierce 1, pretty good, 6 clips in Pierce 1. Comes with Piercing Fire ammo, 2 in a clip, right? Comes with Piercing Water ammo, 2 in a clip. Piercing Thunder ammo, 6 in a clip. Piercing Ice ammo, 2 in a clip. All of these Piercing Elemental ammos, right? Plus you get Para, Sleep, and Exhaust. So this build really depends on how Crouching Fire works, okay? If Crouching Fire only needs 1 or 2 bullets to work, like to its maximum efficacy, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, because it is the input for charging shot, right? You just hold down the shoot button, and if all that really only consumes 1 bullet, then this is going to be an incredible gun. to bring to almost any hunt because you have ammo options for everything. If your monster's weak to ice, load up the piercing ice. Throw your setting sun down, start doing your crouching fire. Is it weak to thunder? You got 6 clips in the piercing thunder. Going crazy. If it's weak to water, piercing water. You got that. If it's weak to fire, piercing fire. I mean, you have everything, right? And then you want to bring this into multiplayer because you got 4 para 2s. You got 4 sleep 1s, 4 exhausts. I mean, what 4 poisons? What's not to like? You're gonna be able to inflict all the ailments on the monster while still dealing excellent damage because you have a piercing ammo shot for almost every element. Sans Dragon. So yeah, this is a maybe. It's very similar to my other the Pierce build I just showed you. However, I had to sacrifice Pierce up for ammo up, right? So we got the Vike helmet here, and we may not have as much. No, I maxed out spare shot, didn't I? I think we have 2 spare shot instead of max, but we got the ammo up, right? So that we can have the bigger clip sizes in all of those Pierce ammos that aren't thunder. So yeah, just a quick little aside, just depending on how setting sun and crouching fire works in Sunbreak, this may be viable to bring to all of your first hunts because you have every element, right? So, or not your first, maybe like once you find a monster you want to farm and it's in the hunter book and you can look up what it's weak to, you can bring this gun, crouching fire, and shoot its weakness at it. Or 2. Some monsters kind of have 2 good weaknesses, right? So yeah, that's just a little side tangent, a little extra build on you know what I'm saying? Sprinkle a little sauce on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? A little extra. But the third and final build we're gonna be talking about, man. Excuse me. I told you, man. I'm feeling under the weather a little bit, but the content don't stop around here, right? I want to make sure that you boys and girls are prepared for Sunbreak in every single way. All right. So what we've got here, we've got the I'm gonna butcher this name, the Gnashing Flammenkanon. Yeah, it's German. Whatever. It's the Anjanath gun. The reason why I picked the Anjanath gun, look at that spread, okay? If you like shotguns and you want to be all up close with the 12 gauge blicky going blah blah, this is the one. This is the one for you, man. And you got 5 spread 3s in the clip, and 6 spread 2s and 7 spread 1s, right? So it's looking good. And you also got Wyvern ammo. I'm quite partial to Wyvern ammo. Love me some Wyvern ammo, man. It feels good whenever you get a big down, which you can create with that paralysis ammo 1 if you're good. Comes with sticky 2s, but I mean it's not a sticky build, but you could probably score a KO. You can probably score a KO or 2 if you bring stickies with you along. You know what I mean? So yeah, but mainly the focus of this is spread. So yeah, we got the Asushi mask here again. Spare shot is incredible. We only have 5 spread 3s, but if max spare shot activates 20% of the time, you got 6 clip. You got 6 bullets. You're gonna have maybe even 7-8 bullets per clip before you gotta reload. It's going crazy, man. Spare shot cannot be understated how important it is to have spare shot. And then I gemmed in another reload speed. Back at it again with the Vike mail. This time I slapped in spread up, right, so that my spread shots go crazy. Another spare shot to round it off and finish it up, and another reload speed. Battle Strike Spaces are here to help combat the negative affinity on this gun, right? So long as you're shooting the weak spots, you're gonna be fine. So 2 Wex, and I threw on a critical boost because you're gonna be getting some critical hits, even though you're not super high on the crit. It's not 100% crit like usual. You're gonna be fine, right? And then I got the Rakna-Coil with the 2 slots and the spread up. Comes with spread up, which is what we're using. So got the max crit boost already on deck, and I got max spread up because I got it here, and my talisman, I threw on a spread up down there too, right? Got the max EE with the 3 in the 1 slot. Threw on a stun res because I had extra, you know what I'm saying? And then the Mozgar roots are here for that recoil down too. throw on a ballistics, because that's really going to help you out when it comes to the spread gun, because the spread range, the range where spread is good, is very, very small. I think it's among the smallest shots in the game. So I threw on a ballistics because I had the extra space for it, so it's going to give me a bit more leeway when it comes to getting that critical distance on my shots. All right, so let's take a look at Let's take a look this way. There we go. Let's go to the chart. Max crit boost, max Wex to help combat that that negative infinity that comes on the gun. Max spare shot, 1 in every 5 shots is not going to be expended, and you got 5 spread 3s in the clip. So you basically you got 6, maybe even 8 shots per clip on that spread 3. Incroyable. Okay, it's just incredible. Spread 3 because we want max damage on those spreads. Reload speed 3 because this gun needs it. Recoil down 3 because this gun needs it. But it's, you know, it's just 1 slot decos. Very easy to find. Not super. It should not be super difficult to get a heavy bowgun and get it down to desirable stats as far as reload time, reload speed, and recoil and deviation. It's just not that difficult. You'll be all right. Okay. EE3 comes from the God Charm. Razor Sharp, fire resistance are leftovers. Throw on that 1 ballistics because spread shots have small effective ranges, and I want to make that range a little bit bigger so I can play a little comfier, you know what I mean? Had an extra 1 slot, threw on a stun res, and then Dragonheart and Wirebug Whisperer are leftovers from the helmet and the arms respectively. So yeah, that's gonna be the video for today, man. Heavy bowguns for you, heavy bowgun builds for you to consider heading into Sunbreak. All right, if you like this type of content, make sure you like and comment down below. I am not a heavy bowgun expert. I am not femto. I do not run the Gunners Guild. If I missed anything, or if maybe I'm using a wrong gun, teach me. I am very teachable, man. I love playing this game, and I mean, if you point out new tech to me, you're liable to see a clip of it on Twitter of me using the new tech. All right, so yeah, like I said, I'm not a heavy bowgun expert. I do kind of like it. Now that I've discovered how Evade Extender 3 really seals the deal on that mobility. But yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to do all those things before you head out. And the poll for which weapon to do should be up at the same time I drop this video. Okay, so yeah, head to the poll, vote on what weapon you want to see next. I do know the polls work. I know some of y'all have already been voting on some of the previous polls, so I thank you all for the interaction, and I promise to interact with each and every one of you. I will interact with every comment that hits this video. And yeah, so that's about it. That's a couple of heavy bowgun videos for you to consider heading into Sunbreak. And as always, people, happy hunting. Peace.